Hello from our kitchen. Today we are going to be doing another Disney at home day, and we're going to be making the Jack Jack Num Num cookie from Disney's Hollywood Studios and also out in Disney's California Adventure at Pixar Pier. So this is a more like new age Disney treat. It's becoming a kind of classic staple, and we had it for the first time at Hollywood Studios and really loved it. It's like a deep dish chocolate chip cookie. It's delicious.
I love it.
Warm. Yes, we love it so much. So we are going to try to replicate it today. We have a recipe to make the Jack Jack Num Num cookie, so we're gonna try it out.
Let's see what we can do. Okay, so first thing we're gonna start with over here is they tell you to brown your butter, which is different. I really have never browned butter before. So we're going to, over medium heat, you're going to take 2 sticks of butter, and they said to take it out about a half hour beforehand so that it's not real cold. That's preferable, and to cut it into smaller cubes so that it melts and browns evenly. So I have this on medium heat. Okay, so we're just going to keep stirring this. It says you really have to watch it. Because it will burn easily. They said if you leave it unattended.
So you just have this on medium heat?
Medium heat. And I'm just going to keep stirring. Set in about 5 to 8 minutes, it should be ready. And what happens is you'll notice that it starts to get kind of foamy. And it starts browning underneath, and like it's starting to separate the milk from there. And it's supposed to give it a nice rich nutty flavor, which enhances your cookies. And it's a French technique, actually, browning the butter. And they said a lot of times it's used for pastas and desserts and things like that, that you'll have a nice rich thick sauce once you're done with this. So looking, I've been doing about a minute here.
Oh yeah, look at that. It's happening. So how long would you say it's been?
That has been about 3 minutes now. You can see it's bubbling. And you can start to see the white foam. It hasn't started to brown yet.
So now we're going on about 5 or 6 minutes that we've been browning the butter, and it's really bubbling now, but we still don't have the brown color yet that we're looking for. And somebody's coming in to say hi. Yeah. Hi. What do you think?
A little helper.
Our little helper's here in the kitchen. It smells like it's doing something though.
Yeah, you can. They said it'll start to smell kind of nutty. I'm starting to.
Yeah, I definitely smell it.
Smell it different. It is starting to change
It's
color.
a little bit more of that goldeny tone.
And it's foaming really good right now. Yeah, I definitely see the gold color coming through there. Oh, it definitely smells.
Yes. It's happening. So do you want it to be foamy, or did they say the foam bubbles will go away?
Never done this before.
We're just winging this. I mean, it's definitely like something's changed here within the last couple seconds. It's like,
look at that.
Oh wow.
Oh,
okay,
wow,
yeah. Okay,
really
so you're gonna know when that's now like caramel
I think this
color.
is about ready.
Yeah. So you want to keep going until it looks like this.
Like this, foamy
There you go,
with
foamy
the
with that
caramel
Like it's an
coloring.
obvious change in color. So we've been going for about 8 minutes at this, I would say.
I'm gonna say that's good. I'm
Yeah,
afraid it's
I mean,
burn.
I can smell it, and just looking at it, you can tell it's changed.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna call that done.
So when you have it to the color that you want, and you have those little brown bits like that, that's exactly what you're looking for. You can see it on the spatula. They say to take it out of the pan quickly and put it into another container so it doesn't continue to
cook.
So I'm gonna put it in here. And then it says let it sit now. You can't continue on with your recipe until it solidifies, until it cools down and it starts to solidify back together, and then we'll be ready to add it to the rest of our ingredients.
And what do you think? Do you want to have a Jack Jack cookie?
Okay, so while we're waiting for that to happen, our butter to cool down and solidify, I thought I'd give you the whole rundown of the ingredients that we're using for this. So it was the 2 sticks of butter, and then over here in this bowl I put 1 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of regular white sugar, and a teaspoon of sea salt. And then in this bowl we have 2 1/4 cups of flour with a teaspoon of baking soda. The other ingredients that we're going to mix into it is 1 egg and 1 egg yolk, which is kind of different. I've never heard of that, to separate out. So it's 1 egg and 1 egg
And then 1 egg yolk.
And then a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then our chocolate chips, and that's all there is.
Okay, so it's been about an hour now, and I think we're ready for our next step. So we've just had the butter cooling, and it seems to be about ready.
So now
It smells really good and looks really good.
So we're going to take the 2 sugars and the
So that
salt.
was the bowl of the dry items with that had the brown sugar, regular sugar, and salt.
And then we're going to mix in the butter.
Oh,
And
it
is
does
starting to
smell really
thicken up,
good.
So yeah, we're going to mix that in. And it says to cream that, so I got my mixer here. And let's cream them together. And next we add the egg yolk and 1 egg, so I've just put them both in the same thing. We'll put them in there along with the 1 teaspoon of vanilla. That looks creamed together to me. And then we're going to take our flour and the baking soda that was in there and slowly start to combine that until it's all mixed together.
All right. It smells really good.
It does smell delicious. That brown butter
I'm ready
really
to lick
makes
that
a
batter.
difference.
Yes. Okay, that looks pretty well combined together.
Alright, now we're just gonna I'm gonna stir in the chocolate chips. It called for 8 ounces of chocolate morsels.
Chocolate morsels.
I will put that in there. I just got the Toll House ones. I would like to have gotten like the Ghirardelli ones.
Oh
or
my
something,
gosh,
but
yes.
I did not have them when I was shopping.
So you just eyeballing?
I am. This is a 12-ounce bag, and it says 8 ounces, but I'm just putting in.
I say the more
More
chocolate chips,
better.
the better.
And these I'm just going to stir in this way, not use the blender. Just fold them in.
Those are the nice big chocolate chip morsels.
It's a very thick batter, it seems like. Does that look like enough chips to you?
I think so. It seems like there's a lot in there. I mean, we can always add more if you want. What do you think?
No, that looks pretty good
It
to
does
me.
look pretty well coated with chocolate chips.
All right. What do you think? Yeah, that's probably about right.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next step, it says that we should chill this at least an hour. Preferably, it says overnight. The longer you chill it, the better. I don't think we're gonna wait till overnight.
We want them right now.
But
We want 'em
it's
tonight.
about 3 o'clock right now. So what I'm thinking of doing is putting these in for about 3 hours and then bake them tonight for a nice treat after dinner.
Yay! I love that
So
plan.
it says to put them, this was the one part of the recipe, didn't really give specifics. It just said put them in balls. So I'm thinking that the cookie is in the parks is a bigger cookie.
Right, it's like that deep dish.
So I
Yum,
think
yum
I'm gonna
cookie.
maybe use like an ice cream scooper and see what that turns out. Let's see. I don't wanna make them too big or it might take too long to,
Right, and also they need to like kind of spread out.
yeah.
on the-
Now just to chill them, I'm gonna put them all in one pan, but then when we bake them,
We'll separate them
we'll
out.
separate them out. But let's see. I guess you can make smaller ones too, but, and just adjust the time that you bake them. What do you think? Should I go for the bigger ones?
I think do the traditional Jack Jack big deep dish
All
cookie.
right. This dough tastes so, or smells so much different than a regular chocolate chip batter with that butter, that brown
It
butter.
does. That's
It's
like the secret thing. Who would have thought? Just browning the butter.
It really does smell rich and nutty smelling. So let's see if that makes them taste even better. All right. Do we dare try a little piece?
I say go for it. Here we go. I know this is controversial. There's a very minor part of raw egg in this, and we always believe there's nothing wrong with a little bit of cookie dough.
Sometimes I think
That's
cookie
really
dough is my
good.
favorite part.
I know, yeah. We don't need to bake them. Let's just eat the cookie dough. Seriously though, that is really, really good.
Which
Oh
we
my
have
gosh.
made the cookie dough.
We have
It's
made,
one of
I
our
can
other
link
videos.
that video. We've actually made Disney cookie dough before. But oh my gosh, this is, I can see what you mean, that it tastes different than a regular cookie dough. It has to do with that brown butter, just that simple browning the butter. It has more of like a richer, nuttier, it's a more sophisticated cookie. I'm excited about this. I can't wait to like see what these are like once they're all cooked up. But oh my gosh, just having that little sample right now of a little bit of cookie dough that we snuck, it's amazing. So look at that.
So we're gonna go for maybe about 3 hours.
3 hours or so, chill them.
And we'll bake them up and see what we got.
Yes, that was the big part of this recipe, was that it said to actually, you don't go ahead and bake these right away, you chill it, and that has something to do with, I don't know, the science behind it, or behind the baking, that
It
create
takes longer
something
for it to start to cook. They say it doesn't, you know how sometimes chocolate chip cookies like spread out real flat? It takes a while and it makes them a little puffier and thicker if they're colder when they go in.
Right, so that's how we get kind of that deep dish effect. So I'm excited. I can't wait to try this out. So yes, we're gonna stick them in the fridge for like 3 hours, go about our day here. We are currently just hanging out in our Disney clothes, having our little Disney at home day, and watching Disney vlogs back there on the TV. We're watching some Disney wedding vlogs, which is really fun. So yeah, having our fun Disney day at home.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We're gonna put these in the fridge and we will be back. Okay, so some time has passed. We just finished dinner and the cookies have been chilling for about 4 hours now-ish. So my mom just placed them. She transferred them. We're not gonna bake them on the same sheet that they were chilling on because we don't want that, like you said, to affect the temperature or anything. So you've transferred them actually to 2 other trays over here.
I'm gonna put
you kind of spaced them out, 6 on a tray.
So I think that should space out. They did firm up, like really firm. So I don't know how these are gonna cook. This is an experiment.
It is an experiment. I'm excited. This is gonna be fun. We've never made cookies like this.
We're preheating to 350.
Okay.
It says 7 to 10 minutes. So we'll see. I think they're gonna need, for the size they are, at least 10 minutes. And I don't know, with them being so cold, I've seen all kinds of these recipes out online. Some people have to leave them in for over 20 minutes. It should be interesting.
It should be, yes.
It turns out
we will see. All right, so it just beeped. It's preheated to 350. So here they go.
Going in.
Cookies. Num num cookies.
I'm gonna set it. It says 7 to 10. I'm gonna check them in about 8 and see what
8
happens.
minutes. All right. 8 minutes on the clock. Okay, so it's about to go off here. We had to put it back in for a couple more minutes because 8 minutes was not nearly enough.
8 minutes wasn't enough. This will actually be 13 minutes.
13 minutes.
I don't know if I made them bigger. They didn't give a scoop size. It looked
right. It seemed like it was a nice normal scoop.
So let's see. Here we go.
This seems like it should be 13 minutes. Did the trick? Yeah, they look now like they're done.
All right.
So yeah, we just kept like checking it and doing the little toothpick test to see if it was still doughy or if it needed to cook through more. And 13 minutes now has seemed to be.
Ooh,
look at that.
A little chocolate in it. All right.
They look so good. And they're nice and like deep dish. They're thick.
So out of this recipe, we got 12. 17.
17. So now we can put those guys in.
You can kind of judge whether you want to make yours smaller or then they might not need as much time.
Hand in comparison.
Yeah. So we're going to put this in. So that's 17. So we will let you know how they taste after they cool down. But this was a nice way to, I don't think we said this earlier that this week we were meant to be in Disney World. This would have been our flower and garden trip. So sad, but you know.
We can at least do this.
Given them lemons,
you make chocolate. You make chocolate chip. When you're given
lemon.
Yeah, flour. Wait, what's a good thing we can come up with? When you're given something, you make chocolate chip.
You make chocolate chip.
Here they are.
They look beautiful.
They do look beautiful. I'm really impressed with, like, we make a lot of, you know, we love to cook and bake in this house, and we make a lot of chocolate chips in the past. Never have we made ones quite like this. Like, this is definitely like the puffiest, like thickest chocolate chips that I've ever seen. They look, I'm excited to, I can't wait until they cool down some so that we can try it. And we can even then, you know, have it when it's still like slightly warm or even like heat it up in the microwave for a second, because the ones in the parks, they keep them like warm back there in a little heater and serve it to you like it's a warm, fresh cookie. And that's kind of part of the whole experience of it all. So I'm so excited about this.
I know.
Awesome. So yeah, good way to celebrate Disney, even though we can't be there right now. Yeah. We'll be back.
Little Disney magic at home.
So yes, we will check back in with you when it's time to try these guys. Okay, so it's taste test time. My parents both just tried one, and
yeah, your father had it. He said it was the best cookie he ever ate. He said it was better than in the parks.
That's crazy. Not just like the best creation.
He has to say that though, because I made it. So.
He's saying it's the best cookie of all time. So I am super hyped to try this.
All right, here they are.
And so, what was your thoughts? You had it too.
I had it. It really is good.
It's good.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
It might have been better than the one I had at Hollywood Studios. It was really good.
Okay. All right, let's try this out.
Okay. Here we go.
There we go. Look at that. It's nice and warm and gooey.
Yum. All right.
That looks amazing.
So let me, all right, Meg.
Okay, here we go.
What do you think?
Jack Jack Num Num Cookie. Oh my gosh. Mmm. Wow. That is better than in the park. That is incredible. That is one of the best this is the best cookie. Oh my gosh, it's just so, like, I like my cookies chewy like this. Like, I don't like when cookies are like super crispy and like, you know, more
But it has a little crisp on the outside.
It's crisp on the outside, but the inside, that's the thing that makes a cookie for me, is that it has to be like chewy. And these are definitely, they're chewy on the inside. And oh my gosh, this is so good. Mmm. Yeah, this is a winner. I cannot get over this. We nailed it.
We did.
We did it. Like, this is such a good recreation. This is seriously, like, these are the best cookies. You need to make these.
They were fun to make,
amazing.
so make them, enjoy them, get a little Disney magic at home.
A little Disney magic at home. We all need it right now, that's for sure.
Yep. All right.
So thank you so much for watching.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Please thumbs up this video as well. That really helps us out. And thank you so much for watching. Be sure to comment below. Let me know what other recreations you would like to see. We are loving doing these Disney at home days and Disney DIYs. So thank you for watching, and we will see you soon in another video. Bye. Bye.